Okay, Shalom, Shalom. This is the brother Yahweh from the member of YSO. Yahweh shall sanctify ones on the foremost and start off by giving all honors and praises and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Okay, double honors to the apostles of GMS Great Millstone, the brothers out there that are willing to keep teaching the brothers around the four corners of the earth. Salute towards you, brothers. And today's video lesson is going to be about vile body. Our vile body shall be changed. Okay, because for we are in the lowest state right now. Okay. Now, this is Philippians chapter 3, verse 21. Who shall change our vile bodies, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself, right? So who shall change our vile bodies, right? And that's the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Then it says that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, right? Because that word vile, right? If you go to the blue letter, okay, what was it? Philippians chapter 3, verse 21. If you go to that word vile, it means what? It means lowness, low estate, spiritual abasement. Okay? So technically, technically we are in a lowness of low estate, right? We can't do nothing. Okay? This fleshly body is corrupted. Okay? Now, then it says spiritual abasement leading one to perceive and and lament his moral littleness and guilt. Low estate, be made low, right? Jake is made low on this side, right? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 44. He shall be the tail and you shall be the head. No. He shall be the head and you shall be the tail. Okay, we are made low estate. Okay, we wasn't made to be high. We wasn't made to be uh put on the higher rank right now. Because why? Because we have to go through our tribulations and trials first, right? But then at the end of the day, Jacob still Jacob still received his blessing. Because why? Because the Lord already promised us that. Okay? This is First Corinthians chapter 15, verse 39. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds, right? So all these movies about humans turning into werewolves, humans turning into fishes, humans turning into goblins, hey, all that's bullshit. But all flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of man, okay? Another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the I mean, Shalaki, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. Okay, and that word celestial means what? It means existent in heaven, things that takes place in heaven. Okay, so this is our spiritual bodies, right? The celestial bodies is actually our first estate bodies, right? Which is the spiritual bodies, existing in heaven, things that take place in heaven, the heavenly regions, heaven itself, the abode of the Most High, and angels, the lower heavens of the stars, the heavens of the clouds, the heavenly temple or sanctuary of heavenly origin of nature. Okay, so and then it says high, heavenly, a celestial, right? So a Corinthians is talking about that there's one uh that there's a celestial and a terrestrial body, right? A flesh and a spiritual body. Okay, and the spiritual body is the celestial side, right? And right now, Yahweh Shema Shai is technically the celestial bodies, right? The angels are the celestial bodies because why? Because they are in the heavens, okay? And what are the human beings on this earth? The terrestrial bodies because why? Because we are made flesh, okay? This is in that definition of terrestrial existing upon the earth, earthly terrestrial. Okay, so we are a terrestrial right now, right? And then when we die, we are going to be made purified white. Okay, we are going to be wearing white raiment. Okay, which is the white clothing. Okay, and then not only that, we are going to be put back in our natural bodies, which is what, which is the celestial bodies. Okay, there is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars. For one star different from another star in glory. Okay, so anytime that you look up at the stars are not the same. There are different names of the stars. There are different sizes, shapes, different meanings to the stars. Okay, so also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption and then is raised in corruption. Okay, and that word corruption means destruction, perishing. that which is subject to corruption, what is perishable, right? Because our terrestrial bodies are going to be corrupted. Okay, our terrestrial bodies are going to be corrupted, meaning in that our terrestrial bodies are going to be perished away. Okay, and our celestial bodies are going to be what? Immortal. Okay, and that word incorruptible or incorruption, purity. Okay, and that word purity also means purge, right? To be made white, right? To be purified of the cleanness. Okay, it is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory, it is sown in weakness. Okay, it is raised in power. It is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. There's a natural body and there's a spiritual body. Okay, so this natural body that we're in is this fleshly side, which is a terrestrial, and there's a spiritual body, which is what? Which is the celestial bodies. Okay, and it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul, the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Okay, and that last Adam, which was who? Which was Yahweh Shah, was made a quickening spirit. But the first man Adam was made a living soul, right? Because if you read about Genesis and Edges, right, it talks about how the Lord had put the breath of not put the breath of life in the nostrils of man. Okay, how be it that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, earthy. The second man is the Lord from heaven. Okay, so right now we have a second man which is in the kingdom of heaven, which is what? Which is our natural bodies, right? Which is what? Which is our spiritual bodies. Okay, and the first man is of the earth, which is what? Which is our earthly body. As is the earthly, such are they also that are earthy, and as is the heavenly, such are they also are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the earthly, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. Okay. Now this I say, brethren, the flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither doeth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Okay. Now, when it says we shall not all sleep, okay, that scripture is not talking about sleeping in bed. Okay, it's talking about our minds. Okay, because our minds was put back to sleep back in the slavery time. Okay, we were called niggas, African American, blacks. Okay, that's putting. Okay, that's being put back to sleep. But then it says, but we shall be changed. But we shall all be changed. Okay, how will we be changed? Whenever Yahweh Shema Shai come and get us. Okay, how will we all be changed? Right, when we wake up in this truth. Okay, when our mind isn't going back into the old things. Okay, when our mind is technically pushing this truth harder and harder, when it's all about the Lord. Okay, that's when our bodies will be changed. Okay, for the renewing of your mind. Okay, we have to renew our mind. Okay, and how do we renew our mind? Through these scriptures, by studying to show thyself approved. Hebrews chapter 10. Okay, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Okay, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Okay, and that word mortal means liable to death. Okay, and that word immortality means undying, everlasting. Okay, because when we get the kingdom of heaven, we are going to be immortality. Meaning in what? Meaning in what? Okay, for edification. That word, Shalaki. That word immortality means what? It means undying, immortality, everlasting. Okay, so when we get the kingdom of heaven, we are going to have everlasting life, right? One day towards the Lord is 1,000. 1,000 is one day. Okay, so we will live forever and ever. We won't die. Okay, immortal means what? Death, liability to death. Okay, because right now on this earth we are mortal, right? But in the kingdom of heaven we are going to be immortality. Okay, but I hope this video was edifying enough. Brothers out there, keep teaching, keep preaching no matter what, and do not give up on yourselves. And with that, shalom.